It's minus 31 right now, which feels like minus 37, which is, wow, is that ever cold? But I have to do groceries because this is the state of my fridge right now. It's basically empty, but this is how it mostly looks on a Sunday. I like to clean it before I go and get more stuff, and if it's empty like this, it just makes the clean so much faster. So this is what I'm gonna do now, and then I'm gonna go and see if I can even start my car, because it is cold out. If I can't start my car, then I'll have to improvise and see what I can. I can't even improvise. No, I need to get stuff. Tomorrow is school. I don't have snacks. I don't have anything. Why didn't I do it yesterday? Because I was busy cleaning and decluttering. But it gets me closer to finishing my list, which is, I can't wait for it to be done. Kitchen is the only room that's left. And I'm gonna do it on Tuesday because tomorrow I have other things on my list. I have a pedicure, I'm going to a dentist with my daughter, I have gym in the evening. Again, there's no spots, but last time I was lucky and I'm pretty sure this time I'll be lucky as well. So yeah, decluttering the kitchen will be a Tuesday's task. And I need to do my storage room as well, but it's small enough that I can deal with it. I have to get on Amazon and find some organizational items for the kitchen. I know what I want. I was trying to find it the other day when I went to HomeSense and Dollarama, but I couldn't find anything that I needed. So I'll have to go on Amazon and look if I can find it there. The car did start. I have my warmest sweater on. I'll give it 15 minutes. And while I wait for that, I'll quickly clean the fridge. I just love this crisp cold when you step out and it like takes your breath away. You like can't breathe for a second, you know, and then your nose hair sticks to the insides of your nose. It's such a fun feeling. I don't know, I like it. When I don't have to be outside for a long period of time, of course. But yeah, let's quickly clean this up and then go get some groceries.
We're in trances, going all to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. You like the fast life, you like to drive and get down and dirty, act like the bad guy.
I don't like when I have leftover condiments because I don't use them often and they tend to expire. That's why I usually don't buy many. But right now I have this poppy seed dressing that I want to finish, and this barbecue sauce. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some ribs and use up the barbecue sauce, and as well as a I'm gonna get some chopped up salad and use this up as well. So this is gonna be dinner. I'm gonna do mashed potatoes with barbecue ribs and a salad. Even though I try not to buy a lot of food because I don't like throwing it out, I always end up with some anyways, and I just want to avoid that completely. So this is expired and I really have to finish up whatever I have still in there.
You got the best of me, you got me losing sleep. I've been hopeful, baby, I was hoping maybe that you'd cross my path. I've been sinking.
fridge is clean. It took me all but 5 minutes to clean it. And it's ready for some more food. I don't have enough potatoes to make mashed potatoes, so I need to buy potatoes, I need to buy ribs, and I need to buy a salad. I don't usually do it like this, but it's actually not a bad idea to go off of what you have on condiments to think of what you can make for dinner. I don't have to think about what to cook, which is always great. And I'll have dinner for 4 days, which is awesome. And I think my daughter will eat it as well, which is nice. She will eat stuff like that. She loves mashed potatoes. Sometimes she's like, oh my God, I love mashed potatoes. And then when you offer them to her, she's like, oh, I hate mashed potatoes. Don't you love kids? You never know with them. You never know. I'm home. Groceries are done. I got gas. I don't have to get out of the house anymore. 2 items that I can take off my to-do list, which is nice. Then I have to make dinner. I'll show you what I got. $150 worth of not pretty much anything, but it'll last us a week. So that's good. Maybe a little bit longer than a week. Got this cereal for my daughter. She was craving it. Bananas. We always have bananas. My daughter loves the peanut butter and banana smoothie. I think I have a how-to in one of my shorts. That's all she drinks, and we always need bananas in the house. Got some chocolate milk for her, brownies. She's been obsessed with brownies lately. And pickles. Peanut butter for the smoothie. Potatoes for the mashed potatoes for dinner tonight. And I was craving some juice. 1 bag's done. Snacks for my daughter. Same for my daughter. Buns for my daughter. Bread for my daughter. Like this entire thing is basically so far for my daughter. More snacks for my daughter. A cucumber. Condensed, what is it called? Condensed milk, the sweetened. Maple syrup for the smoothie. Some sauce for lazy dinners. Yogurt for my daughter. I got electrolytes. I want to try them. I've heard many things. So I got this one, immunity one. I will see how I feel afterwards. That's for me. 1 thing so far. Salad for dinner tonight. Yogurt. Eggs. Eggs are for me. I eat 1 egg every single morning. Sausages for me. Fettuccine. She loves fettuccine. So I gotta have it in the house all the time. And then ribs. These were on sale, which was great. So this is all I got. Now I need to put this all in the fridge and out of the way, and then I can... Oh! I was craving Wonder Bar, and I got it. I'm gonna have this with tea right now. Can't wait.
Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances, empty-handed? I wonder, would you love Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance.
I have this awesome cookbook that I really like. I've done some recipes from here. It's for my Instant Pot. And this is the recipe I'm gonna use for the barbecue ribs. I didn't even really look at the recipe, but seeing it now, I pretty much have everything in the fridge, which is awesome. So I'm gonna make these ribs today. Highly recommend this book, by the way. If you use an Instant Pot, this one's really good. I got myself electrolytes, as you saw, and I'm gonna drink it for the first time. I have a headache today. I don't know. I didn't have coffee. I just worked on my website. Oh, today is one of those days, I guess. Yeah, I'm out of milk, so I couldn't drink coffee, and I drank tea instead. And somehow, I don't know, my whole body hurts. I went to the gym yesterday. I missed quite a bit of classes because of the cold, and then I didn't feel well because I didn't sleep enough. But today I want to start the kitchen declutter because I've been putting it off, and I just want it to be done and out of my brain. I don't think I'll do the whole kitchen. I'll start with the pantry today, but I want to try this. Have you tried electrolytes? It's a trend, I guess. Have you tried it? Does it help? Do you feel more awake and alive? I don't know, it called for 475 milliliters of water. That's why I'm put it into this measuring cup. And yeah. Doesn't taste bad. It's water with flavor. We'll see how that makes me feel. Maybe my headache will go away. Let's see what we're dealing with here. This is the pantry. I mean, it's organized, but I've been just throwing in random stuff at different places, and I don't really like it. The cat is always there. If I'm in the kitchen, the cat is in the kitchen. So yeah, some of these things have to go and find another home. Like these were gifted to me over Christmas. Yeah. And then I hide these from my daughter sometimes so she doesn't eat them all at once. And I want to have one section where I keep all of my bread stuff. I don't know if it needs to be a basket, if it needs to be here, or if it needs to go somewhere else. But it needs to go into one section of its own. More candy. I hardly use these two, but I'm not gonna declutter them because, you know, you need stuff like this in the kitchen, even if you use them once or twice a year. But I might find a different spot for them. I have a shelf over the fridge that I hardly use, and I think I'll put things that I hardly use in there. It's the perfect spot, in my opinion. I don't know why I haven't done it before, but there's some stuff in there that needs to go, like miscellaneous cups and Easter stuff. So I'm gonna make room in there for this. Same with this. I have this Lazy Susan. I've had it for years. I used it for when I did cake decorating. But that's gonna go too. I still have all that stuff, but I'm gonna put it up on Marketplace as well because I'm done. I haven't decorated a cake in probably 3 years, and I don't think I will continue. So that's just gonna go. I don't know what to do with this. Sometimes, I mean, it's useful, but maybe not in here again. Maybe I'll put it somewhere else. This plate I only use when I make homemade pizza or a cake, which is, again, not that often. This I only use when I bake bread, so it needs to go probably in the same basket as the bread stuff. Same with this, like I only use one. And this I only use whenever I go to visit and bring like appetizers with me. So again, not your everyday stuff, it needs to find a better place.
What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. I wonder, would you love me better if I go?
Oh, heavy books. I have cookbooks hiding everywhere. They're on every shelf. They're in the living room. I love to collect them, but I don't use them. I just love... Oh wow, they're heavy. I don't know, I love cookbooks. I'm not gonna get rid of them. Of some I might, but not of these. These are great. Eventually I'll get them out. Eventually I'll use them. This is the cupboard above my fridge. Some of the stuff will go for sure, so I might have room. I don't use these plates at all, they're too big. And these are from my old dining set. This is from a Costco dessert. These need to go. I don't know why. Don't you ever think that you're gonna use something like this again and keep it? It's just clutter. Cake stands. These I use once a year. They need to find a better spot. I used to make homemade jam. That's why I have all those containers. This is for when I did sourdough for the starter. Some miscellaneous cups, they will go. Easter stuff needs to go. One vase or vase, whichever you prefer. And then this I use for my dumplings that I make. All organized and decluttered. This is the after. Clean and spacious. This is all that's left in there. And I guess I can't declutter one thing without decluttering the other. Started with pantry, organized one side, now I need to organize the other because just keep moving stuff around from the pantry. And this is what this here looks like on the other side. All my coffee, tea, what do you call them, spices. And this up there is tea. It's hard to reach without a step, but maybe I'll put these things on top of that shelf. That would be a good idea. And I was gifted this for Christmas. This is instant coffees with different flavors. Until I finish this, I will not buy any coffee. But I don't want to keep this in the box because it takes up too much room. So I'm going to get it out. I'm almost done the second jar.
Just pulled up to the house, don't feel like getting out. I'ma just lay back and crack this window.
Note to self, don't ever chop up parsley and dry it up and put it in a container. You will never use it. You don't. I just emptied 3 containers with random stuff in them. Don't do it. Don't. Except for rosemary, but even that. Just don't do it, girl. You will never use it. It's been sitting there for over a year. Avoid clutter. Unless you cook every day with these ingredients. Don't. This side is done as well. Threw out all the spices that expired. The top shelf is one that's the most empty. The back of it is fully empty, but it's so hard to reach that I don't know what I'm gonna put there. Something very, very useless. But then why do I need something that's very useless? Anyways, looks clean and has space for more spices if I ever decide to get any. Left Advil here because it's the most important thing out of the medicine that you need for your headaches. So this is it. Looking good. Found my recipe book from my cake decorating days. Still have receipts. The amount of money it cost me to make the cake. Hours, I usually calculate it like a minimum wage, $15 an hour. For all the cakes. It's interesting to see, of course. Nice memories, I guess, but price list of all the ingredients back in the day, nowadays they don't cost as little. Different types of cakes. It's so interesting. I printed so many recipes, drew some inspo. Cake flavors I wanted to offer, never came to that. I kept it to the minimum usually. Pricing guide. Oh, I even printed it out. Wow. Wow. It's been a while. I have 2 more handwritten cookbooks. This one's falling apart. Really, I don't like that it's losing pieces of the cover. Mostly empty. Has some of my most used recipes. I think I should find time, really, and combine them. What I don't like is not having any pictures. That's why I like cookbooks, and I will never buy a cookbook that has no pictures with the recipe. But these are in Russian, some of them in English, some of them in German. Just like my whole personality, it's all over the place. Some recipes from my cooking class. This is the best easy chicken breast recipe that I found online. Printed it out. Not one of the best, but it's good. And then I have this one. In here I still have recipes from back in Germany. I wrote down my mom's recipes from her cookbook. And these I've never ever tried. So I don't know what to do with this. Maybe take the recipes that I did try and again combine them all into one book. Or should I just take pictures and store them on my computer somewhere? But I don't think I'll use that at all. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but yeah, I have to go through it because again, see, so many empty pages. 3 books that I need to go through. Do you have recipe books, handwritten ones? I mean, it's nice to have, you know, those, when you see those granny's old cookbooks that you open up and there's family recipes, and it's so nice to have. But I don't know if I'm the right person to do it. Besides my handwritten cookbooks, I have all of these. And then I've decluttered this. And I have more cookbooks here as well. I like the way they're displayed here. And what I might do is move this, my non-existing alcohol stash, because I hardly drink. Have never really enjoyed alcohol much, but maybe I should move this and put all of my books in here, and they will be nicely displayed this way and not get dusty. I will declutter some, not many. I have a lot of baking books because I did enjoy baking more than I did ever enjoy cooking. So I will never get rid of these. They were expensive, and I don't know, I might get into, see, some of them have no, like, what is it supposed to look like? What's the end result? What am I going to achieve? I don't know, I don't see it. On some I do, but anyways, this is gonna stay for a little bit until I decide and actually use some of these books. Some of them are well loved. I believe I've used this one many times, or maybe not many, but a couple of times. I've obviously, I did use this one more than I did use this one. Tried many recipes from this book for the bread, flour, water, salt, and yeast. It's a great book. I haven't cooked much from these. I love this one because it's incredibly easy to follow. Have to go through this one. It's another baking book. Enjoy some of these magazines. Have to look through those. Never baked anything from this one. Might be easy enough to do. There might be delicious, recipes in here, and I've never used them. I've never tried them. Maybe it should be one of my other goals, because I do like to set goals. 1 recipe a month at least. That'd be easy enough, I think, to follow. I love this book, A Patisserie at Home. Of course, it's just there for decor, but look how gorgeous that is. Look how beautiful. Aww. If I had a coffee table, this would sit on that coffee table. Look. Wow. Yeah, I haven't opened this one in a long time. This will be a keeper for sure. I guess all of them are a keeper. I just really need to do that. Bake once a month at least. Not every week. Every week is too much. Once a month is doable, I think. I should pick one, and we'll bake one with you. Whoa, that's a good idea, no? What do you think? What book should we tackle? What should we bake? I mean, I used to love to bake, but you need so much time for it too. You know what? That's a lie. I used to be so busy. Work a 9 to 5, drive the kids to school, pick them up, make dinner, and bake. and clean the house. You know? And it was all doable. And right now I don't do half of these things. So actually, it's just all an excuse. But I really like the idea of displaying them in here. And this should just go somewhere. I should gift this to somebody. Yeah, I don't know. This was gifted to me. I didn't even buy it. This was gifted. So I should gift it to somebody else that will enjoy it. Where would I... the glasses could go actually in that random space up there on the shelf behind all the salt. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Side I've decluttered a while ago when I got my new dining set. And I think I will put the wine glasses up on that shelf behind. I think it'll be the best spot for them there. And I also want to replace these little bowls with the matching little bowls from this set. They just didn't have it at the time at Ikea, but these will go as well.
I've been doing my best, taking a moment to rest, feeling stressed out. Give it a cut. I put that on God when it gets hard. I stay on my job like no days off, so you can go home with that broke mentality. Jump on jealousy, my bad. Get away from me, 'cause I've been working all day. Can I catch a break? Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter. I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey. Already got the world on me. Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter. I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey. Catch a break. Better way. Oh, Mom and Dad's only daughter, do I make you proud?
That's it for today. I can't. My headache is getting worse. I need coffee. I have some errands to run before I pick up my daughter. So, I've done a lot. There's quite a bit left still. I wanted to do pantry. Did I do pantry? No, I did not. I did all the other stuff, but not the pantry. But oh well, what did we do? 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves and organized cookbooks. So that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot. I'll take that. We'll continue tomorrow.
My life in lyrics, do you like the sound? Seeking approval constantly. When it's my truth, I own, I speak it, don't make sense now. Give it a cut, put that on cut.
I decided to put everything that I use for making bread into this container, and it's gonna go above the fridge. There's a big spot for it. Before I had it on the floor in the pantry and I didn't really like that. So it's gonna go up there into that spot over there. This stuff in the corner over there, it's all the baking stuff that I use to decorate cakes. This is all gonna go. I didn't go through it yet, but I'll put it up for sale. Yeah, this is what it looks like now. Clean and minimalistic. I actually need to go to Costco and pick up another set of these containers and fill this area up, and maybe even on the side. Even though I don't like to have things on the side because it's hard to reach, I left this here so my daughter will be able to grab her cereal. I still have some in their boxes and the flour that I kept here, but I need more containers because in here I have lots of noodles that could go in containers and it'll empty up a spot in a basket. And I really didn't want anything on the bottom. It's just easier to clean when there's nothing there. So I like the way it looks right now, even though there is a lot of space that I could use. If I buy like huge containers for flour and sugar, I see myself putting those in there, or even a little one for potatoes and onions. That would actually be cute in there too, even though I find my potatoes get bad really fast in here. That's why I keep them in the fridge. If you are looking at this and thinking, oh, these baskets are so nice, maybe I should grab something like this, don't. They look cute, but they create a lot of mess. Once you move them around, they just, this stuff falls off all the time and it's just so messy. I will not be replacing them as of right now. These are fine. I will continue using them until I move to another place, but I would not buy something like this again. I would buy something that's easier to clean with a lid though. For sure with a lid. I do like hiding all of that stuff. You know, I don't like when it's open and you can see. It just, to me, it looks too overwhelming, too crowded, too much stuff. And this way I don't see the stuff. So, love the way this looks right now. I have to go through the cake decorating stuff and then I have to stop by Ikea and see if I can get more of these containers, because there's still stuff in here that could go into the containers. And why I like the containers, because because you see what you have. Otherwise, you don't see what you have, you know? I'd rather remove one basket but have more containers where stuff is visible and then I'll use it more. I had to throw out stuff that just got bad, or I was organizing the noodle basket and I'm like, oh, I do have fettuccine in here already, you know? Just something to keep in mind. I like containers, I like visibility. But yeah, this is what the pantry looks like right now. Almost done with the kitchen. I have a drawer of doom, I call it. Everybody has one. There's just junk in there. I need to go through that. And then I have one that holds my crock pot and the bags of flour and sugar. I want to deal with that too. That would be a good idea to go and find containers first. Flour and sugar in containers, in my opinion, last longer as well. So I might look into that. Just have 2 big jars on the floor. That wouldn't be that bad. It's still manageable and pretty much empty looking, but we'll see what I can find. Anyways, done with the pantry. I'm happy again. Whenever I finish a project, I end up being happy. That's why I like to do it. I want to have a basket on the door in here where I can put all of these things, you know? It'll give me plenty of room to organize in here a little bit better. So I have this, and then I have this to finish. This is a huge, like, they could have given me a shelf. It would have been so much nicer if they would give me a shelf. Why didn't they? I don't know. And then in here I have my pots, my containers and Ziploc bags. Preferably I would move them over to a basket as well. I find that they take up too much space in here. And then in here I have the cutlery. This one doesn't look too bad, but it needs to clean. And all of this stuff is going. I'll obviously wait until I finish up the rest so I don't drive every day to Goodwill. Hi. I went to Ikea again. I wanted to go and get some stuff for the kitchen to organize. But I went in, had lunch, and then I left. Well, almost, because you had to go through the actual Ikea. I did end up buying something, but today is one of those days. I woke up with a raging headache, tried to take photos of some outfits, and then I was like, you know what? I need to leave the house. I'll go outside and do something other than being in those four walls here. So I went to Indigo first. I got some books. There. I got this series and then I got two love books. Because the book that I'm reading right now, I'll show you. This book here, not even half. I haven't even read half. But you need to be in a specific mindset to read this book. And I'm not in that mindset. I just want to something easy and very light, or I want to disappear, you know, into a world that is different to this world. I like to do it sometimes. So this is probably gonna be a good series to do so. But before night, I was planning on reading every night, but it's hard with something like this. It's so analytical and no, I just couldn't do it. I tried and eventually I'll continue. But for now, I'll read these. I've heard a lot of good things about Sarah Adams. This I haven't heard anything about, but I just decided to pick it up. And obviously this one is a favorite of so many people. And yes, I couldn't find it because I didn't look in the teenager section. I love my teenager books. They're so, I don't know, I just like the teenager books. I have a ton. This is how I learned English, by the way. When I moved to Canada, I was obsessed with books and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna learn English reading those teenage books. The words are simple and yeah, worked out for me. So, got this. And at Ikea, I just got these to go along with my set. By the way, I'm still decluttering. As you probably will tell, either in this video, I'm not sure where I'm gonna put this insert here. I haven't picked up the camera in a couple of days, actually. Yeah, but I will replace these with these. I'm not sure if you can see. There. And these I am going to declutter because they get scratched. And like I mentioned before, I don't like that look. Also, I've been slowly working away on this puzzle. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I've started to puzzle because I haven't puzzled this year at all. Yesterday, while my friends went out and I decided to stay in, I finished this piece. Still a long way to go